major area of worry from a compliance point of view is that when we receive a case, that we're going through all of the stages we have to reach a conclusion at the right time. Now, it's important to put this into context for us as a business. We're driven by a very clear purpose, which is to help all those affected by injury. And to do that, we put a whole team of people on a case. So the important part of our work is, at the outset, we put a very specific, it's a very bespoke case plan together for that case. And a case plan you could read as a project plan. And that case plan actually has a number of key stages within it, which we call milestones. And that's a fairly common term, really, but essentially those milestones are above a series of activities that have to take place to achieve a milestone. Now milestone added to milestone added to milestone. As you go through a case, you then get to a point where those steps reach a conclusion. So from a compliance point of view, the compliance piece here for us is making sure that there's a case plan in place on every one of our cases. So that's a fairly easy measurement. That's almost like a tick box. But then it's about the milestones, and it's about those milestones not only being put in place, so they're bespoke for every case, but also that they're being achieved. Now, one of the things and it's very early days for us, but one of the things that's really come out for us is the fact that in the past, we've satisfied ourselves with our Excel spreadsheets that there is a milestone in every case. What we've been able to do with Katchr is actually look at the milestone that's been set and look at the adherence to delivery against that milestone by having a number of subsets. If you think of the drill through capability within Katchr, you've got the headline measure, and then you can then start to see whether you're achieving that. And if you're not, you can then drill into that down to case level and know what's really happening. Now, what that's enabled us to do from a compliance point of view is it's already got us to relook at the setting of those milestones and the process we go through to set those, and to ensure more and more that there's greater accuracy in the setting of the milestones. And that's really key. So for us, setting of milestones, adherence to them, and delivery against the milestones reaches a case settlement point at some point in the future. If you don't hit your milestones, your case settlement date is going to move. Now, whilst there are always reasons for it moving because of the industry we're in and the external parties are involved and experts, etc., the more times you can hit your settlement date, the more certainty you have around cash flow. And that's particularly important given in the personal injury sector, how much work in progress we carry that ultimately reaches settlement. And a settlement, you could look at it as purely a financial settlement, which, from an account's point of view, it clearly is. But actually, from our point of view, it's about those milestones being achieved, which actually matter to a client. So the client knows what's going on in the case, and the client has confidence that that settlement date is actually coming, it's going to happen. So rather than settling cases in 5-6 years, we're settling cases in 2 to 3 years. And that's because we've got a whole team working toward these milestones, just as you would have in a normal project. So from a compliance point of view, it's enabled us to make changes already to the way our process works, which I thought was good anyway. I thought our process was leading edge. But actually, having now looked through this drill through capability, we've been able to make process changes, which means that more milestones are being achieved. And whilst it's early days, it's really promising where it's going.